see you all in church tonight. Some new faces as well. Extra warm welcome to you. And hello to everybody watching online. I can see Rebecca, Deborah, Fiona and Jackie. Thanks for joining us. Tonight we've got two wonderful mediums working. We've got Jenny Hayward in church. Welcome to Jenny. And welcome to the lovely Deb Clarke, who's online for us. I can see you down there, Deb. Not on the screen yet. So yeah, two lovely mediums. Big thank you to Jenny for stepping in. She wasn't ready to work tonight. She was out there in church, but our medium forgot this evening, unfortunately. So lucky we had Jen in the building. So thank you, Jenny, for stepping in there. We will start by opening the service in prayer as we do every week. So it's just our moment to connect with what the service is all about and bring that loving energy in through prayer. And when we do this, at the end of the opening prayer, we will say the Lord's Prayer together. It is in the front of your purple books if you need to. Over to you, Jen. Thank you.
If you'd like to bow your heads and close your eyes, please. Dear Divine Spirit of love and light, I ask for healing for the four corners of the world. I ask for healing for Mother Earth and Mother Nature. I ask for protection for animal kingdom, the wild and the domestic. I thoughts go out to all those living on the streets. I ask the angels to wrap their wings around them and give them protection. Finally, I invite my guides, helpers, inspirers and spirit to draw close, and that I may be used as an instrument to give messages of love, light, upliftment, and in truth and in honesty. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Jenny. Lovely. Okay, so we take a moment now just to light the church candle. Remember, as we do this, we invite our loved ones' energy to come close to ours, if we want them there. It's our invitation to them to join us this evening. Anyone at home that's got a candle, of course you can do the same. And we ask that the light of this candle act as a flame, as our intention to send that love, that peace and energy out to the world as we go into the healing part of the service. I say this all the time, healing is very important to us. Wondersley Church encompasses all that we do. And we are all capable of healing. It's just healing when you think of someone in your mind and you send them happy, positive energy. It sends that healing light out to them, which is lovely. You okay, Alan? Yeah. All good.
You've gone a little bit quiet.
I went quiet, did I? Okay, I'll try to be louder. It's unusual for me to be quiet. I'm usually told to quieten down a bit. So what we'll do is we'll go into healing prayer in a moment. But what we all need to do is just to focus on love, focus on light, focus on that heart centre, opening up and sending that light out to the world. And trust me, when we all do this in a big group, the energy is so much bigger and it can literally go so far. So everybody online as well. So if you just take a moment to open up that heart centre, and in your mind, in your imagination, think of those loved ones close to you that might benefit from some healing energy. Think of those in your mind now. Okay, so if there's anyone online as well that hasn't put the names in for healing, pop them into the comment box and I will read those out at the end of our list in church. So through our joint prayers this evening, we place in God's care all those that we come to remember and think of now. We ask for healing for Darren, for Claire, Derrin, Jimmy, Lorraine, Gordon and Sandra, June for progression, Brian, Jane and Vicky, Mark and Karen, Kelly, Annabelle and Bobby, Julie, Will, Bonnie, Frank, John Chafer, Sonia, Tony, Holly the dog, Kathy, John, Mark, Claire, Ryan, Aaron, Auntie M, Brian, Sandra, David, Justin, Kim, Maggie, Dougie, Ben, Lucy, John, Sonic the bird, Tina, Heather, Joan, Veronica, Peggy, Claire, David, Reese, Jake, Julie Worsford, Pam, Donna, Scream the cat, and I'll add Denzel the rabbit on there as well. So just go into your mind now and let's all join together in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we come together in church and online this evening, we ask that we be used as channels for healing energy. We know that when we sit with our hearts open and we focus our whole being on love and on healing, that we can send positive energy out to those in need. We ask that you join to make that bigger and better. We ask tonight, loving Father, that you join with us. Send healing to all those that we've named tonight and those that we think of privately in our minds now. We ask them to be surrounded by your love and your light, that they receive healing, whatever that may be for them, that they feel comforted and eased by this energy. We also think of all those around the world that are suffering at this time, and we ask that they too receive the power of your healing. We ask for our animal kingdom, for the world of nature, and for Mother Earth. We pray for all suffering to end, for people and countries to unite in love and in peace. Please place a blessing on all those joining in healing prayer tonight. We ask that they too receive. And we ask this, of course, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. We'll go into a minute's silence. Continue to send that positive energy out. This will be broken by the hymn, Gracious Spirit. The words are in the front of your books. Thank you.
Precious Spirit, may thy presence shed a healing ray, turning all their nights of darkness into glorious day. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Precious Spirit, shout thy wondering, lead their light and guide. Lead them to thy heavenly kingdom, safely by thy side. Loving Father, hear us, hear us.
We will now go over to Peter for his Bible reading this evening.
There we are. Evening all. Evening. Lovely to see you all in the church again. And you're bringing your angels with you, which is filling up the church. And for all those online, welcome. And your angels will be with you as well. Tonight's reading brings together a number of our readings, sharing our relationship with Christ and each other, brotherhood, and of our unity with Christ. In simple terms, the church is a meeting place. It can be anywhere, and that Christ is the body of the church. And we, because of our relationship with Christ, we are also the body of the church. We in our church hold a communion the first Sunday of the month. We hold it in fellowship and unity with Christ. All are welcome. No special training or qualifications are required. Just the love of God through Christ. During the reading a couple of weeks ago, unity in the body of Christ, although the reading is very clear on the one body, the one spirit, the one God in Christ, I felt that Paul was calling to the Ethiopians indirectly to keep the unity of spirit, the body of Christ, through the bond of peace. But then I was reminded, Paul, who made all these teachings in simple terms, when he dealt clearly with the body of many parts in the Corinthians, he showed us using the human body that all the body parts with their specific and unit functions support the whole body. Back in April, we covered Paul's teaching on spiritual gifts, where he explained that to each one a spiritual gift was given, each individually and collectively on the work of the one and same Spirit, and like the body parts for the whole of the unity with Christ, the church being the whole body of the people. It brings into the light that people need to come together to work together in love of all God's creations. This, I believe, is the meaning of brotherhood and the fulfillment of God's commandments, 1 and 2. It's like we've all got a bit of this great world puzzle, and we have the last bit in place. We will have met the prophecies of the heaven on earth, the new world and the new Jerusalem, as in Revelations. If there is truth in these thoughts, we'll still have a long way to go. Tonight's reading comes from 1 Corinthians 12 to 29. One body, many parts. Just as a body, through one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body. So it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit, so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free, and we were all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not, for that reason, stop being part of the body. And if the ear said, stop being part of the body, if the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as he had wanted them to be. If they are all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts and one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. On the contrary, these parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable, and the parts that we think are less honourable we treat with special honour, and the parts that are unpresentable are treated with social modesty. While our presentable parts need no special treatment, but God has put the body together, giving greater honour to the parts that lacked it. There should be no division in the body, but its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honoured, every part rejoices with it. Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is part of it. And God has placed in the church, first of all, apostles, second prophets, and third teachers, then miracles, then gifts of healing, of hoping, of helping, of guidance, and of different kinds of tongues. All are apostles, all are prophets, all are teachers, do all work miracles. God bless that reading, and thank you.
You will.
Okay, so it's time to say goodbye to everybody watching online. Thank you all for joining us this evening in church. I will now hand over to capable hands of Rob and Deb Clarke. Have a lovely evening.
Hello everybody. You with me? Right, if there's anybody new on here, let us know if you're new. Then we can explain it a little bit better. How I work is sometimes I'll go directly to the person, sometimes I will give the information out. Hiya Thundersley. Sometimes I will give the information out. And then Michelle, hiya Michelle. I can see everybody's comments, usually anyway. But anyway, I'll give the information out. If you can take it, pop up a message and Rob will put the message on the screen as we're giving the reading. And that's about it really. So all I do is repeat exactly what they say. So whatever they give me, I'll give it to you direct. Okay. Bear in mind that anybody can come through and they will. All I ask you is to just take everything on board and just go home and check it. Remember that spirit will involve the rest of your family as well. So if you can't take the message yourself, just go and check it because it will be somebody else. It will be for somebody else in your family. If we're giving you dates, it's going to be anniversaries, birthdays or passings. And you'll see how I work. Just type up with an answer. If you're going to say, if you're going to answer me, please say what you're saying yes to. Don't just put yes. Just say, yes, I can take such and such and such and such. That'd be great. But you'll see how we work as we go along. And I've got a few ladies tonight coming in to see you all today. A few ladies from Spirit and amongst them a few gents as well. But I'm going with a lady first who tells me her name is Bet. So if anybody, first of all, can take a lady called Bet in Spirit, let me know. Because she's talking about being a mom and having a mom with her as well. So she's probably got a mom with her. But if anybody can take this lady called Bet, let me know. She wants to speak to a lady on here. She says her name was Betty, but people called her Bet, she's saying. People called me Bet. She's talking about that. She's also talking about there's a gentleman in spirit called Frank as well. All right, so Frank wants to say hello as well, but it's Bet that's coming through because she's talking about the need for healing around the family at the moment. So if anybody could take her, even as a grandmother, let me know. Bet, I'll just wait for a few seconds to see if any comments come up. But Bet here, she wants to talk about the month of May meaning something as well. She's talking about that. And she's also talking to me about problems with somebody's legs as well. Problems with somebody's legs. Or I think the legs are down here. Aching legs, she's just told me. Aching. Bet is in spirit. Yes, sorry. Bet from spirit. She's the one that's talking to me, talking about somebody that's got aching legs as well. All right, talking about somebody down here with their aching legs. She's also linked to London. She's got a link to London, or there's a family link to London that she tells me as well. All right, so if anybody could take her, let me know. She belongs to somebody on here, she's telling me. So it's just a matter of waiting for somebody to acknowledge her. But she's talking to me about Frank in spirit as well. Frank in spirit, Deborah Adams. I saw your name earlier on, Deborah, and I thought I'd better come to you tonight. Deborah Adams, Bet in spirit then. I don't think this is Bet your mom, but I don't know whether you've got a mom in spirit because Bet's bringing somebody through with her. But it's Bet that's talking to me about the month of May, like I say, and also the month of August she's talking to me about as well. All right, so August and May, anniversary, birthday or a passing. Bet's also talking about a new baby coming around you as well, Deborah. Okay, so she's bringing in the new baby just to acknowledge that. Now she's bringing a mom through, so hopefully you can take a mom in spirit. I think Bet's come just to try and get down to the get to you, because calling her Bet is an unusual name, isn't it? So Bet's going to bring your mom through, but Bet wanted to say hello, but she's saying hello also for Frank that's in spirit as well. And August is your mom's birthday, is it? Okay, bringing mom through now then. The first thing mom's doing for some reason, Deb, is she's playing with your hair, but she's doing this kind of thing. She's messing it up. I've got loads of curls in my hair, and she's messing it up a little bit. So I don't know if that's something she used to do when you were younger, or you used to play with somebody's hair. She's talking about playing with somebody's hair. That's what she's talking about. She's also she's talking about your legs, Deb. She's talking about your legs as if you need to put your feet up a little bit more, you know, relax a little bit more, put your feet up. She thinks that you're on your feet too much, so you need to rest your feet a little bit. She's also talking about circulation problems. You know, when we've got our when we do this with our ankle type thing, she's bringing in that as well with somebody's ankles. They need a bit of circulation. Okay, going through the legs. So I don't know if it's you or her that had the trouble with the circulation. Okay. She's also talking about, I don't know, she's telling me that there's been a few tears shed recently, a few tears been shed recently, and she's just acknowledging that. But she's talking, it's a funny thing to say, but she's talking about somebody with bloodshot eyes, So I don't know if she means somebody's been crying a lot, or somebody's having problems with their eyes, got a bit itchy. She's talking about them being a bit itchy, but she's just acknowledging that as well. She says that you send your prayers up to her, so she wants to acknowledge, or you send your prayers up to her, or speak to her, and she just wants to acknowledge that you hear her, or she hears you. And also she's talking about I don't know if you've had a robin yet, Deb. She's talking about sending you a robin. You know that spirit can send you various signs. She's talking about sending you a robin. So hopefully you'll understand the robin coming your way as well. You played with Dad's hair. Okay, she's just acknowledging she's aware of that as well. She wants to talk. She says, I want to talk about Carol down here. So wherever Carol is around here that she knows, she's saying that Carol needs some healing. She's aware of Carol needing some healing, so be aware of that as well. She's also been listening to a conversation about somebody discussing the changing of schools for somebody. Somebody's talking about changing a youngster's school. She's been listening to that conversation as well. And also she says that somebody has been talking about joining a gym as well, and she's just saying I was there when they spoke about joining a gym, all right, to get fit. She's just said I don't know what she means now. She's just said to me, Deb, there's changes around Christmas. And I don't know what she means because she's not answering when I say what changes. She's just saying to me, there's changes coming around Christmas. It's like you're going somewhere different. You're going somewhere different. So watch for the changes coming around Christmas. She says that sometimes she sits next to you. So when you're sitting watching telly, I can see you watching telly and she's sitting there next to you. All right. She also plays with your hair, Deb. So I don't know if you're forever doing this type of thing, because she's playing with your hair, trying to get your attention as well. And she also says that you sense spirit as well. So it's like I'm looking like in the mirror, and then you're turning around as if to say, oh, somebody there, somebody there. She says that you actually sense her as well. She comes with the smell of lily of the valley. All right, she likes that, but she also likes her roses as well. She's talking to me about roses as well. She also says Jack is up there as well. Jack is there with her as well. She says that somebody has been reminiscing and looking at old photographs of people in spirit as well. So she's obviously aware of that. She says she's come because you've been thinking about her and because you've been talking about her. And she's just acknowledging that she's still here. That's what she says. I'm still here. She says, I'm still here. And I just want to let her know that I'm still around. Just keep talking to me, she says. Just keep talking to me. So no specific message other than to say hello. Just wanted to say hello to you. Anything else? She's talking to me about, I don't know why. She's just giving me a big round table for some reason. And I'm saying, why are you just giving me a big round dining table? Oh, right, okay. She's giving me this table and she's putting everybody around it, Deb, because she thinks that people need to talk. So I think it's a get together that she's trying to get people getting together, all right, to talk. That's what she's doing. People need a good old chat, she's saying. People need a good old chat to it's talking about the olden days. I don't exactly know what she means. She's confusing me a little bit, but she's trying to get people together on a big round table just to have a chat and remember the olden days. She's talking to me about that as well. Okay. She's just aware of somebody that, I don't know if you're the one that she lights the candles, Deb, because she's talking about somebody that lights candles. She's aware of somebody that lights their candles and also the scented ones. She's talking about the scented candles. Not saying a lot more. I think she's going now. She says, I'm going to see my mom. So she's obviously with her mom. So she's going off now to see her mom. So I hope that was okay for you. All right, I'm going to leave a love with you and I'm going to move on, I think. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, Deb. Okay, you like candles. Okay. Right, now, I've just seen somebody put up son. I've got a son with me, but I don't know who he wants to talk to. He tells me there's a couple of people on here, I think, that have sons in spirit, because this lad I've got with me is talking about being somebody's son on here. So we might have to narrow it down a little bit because he's talking about there's more than one person. So I've got somebody's son in spirit at the moment. We'll narrow it down in a minute. Who wants to talk to his mom? He's saying he's talking about, we'll narrow it down. He's talking about his dad needs a little bit of healing at the moment. He's describing his dad as feeling, you know, when we just say, I just feel a little bit unwell, but I don't know what's wrong. You know, when we say, oh, we just feel a bit blur. He's talking about that. So his dad's feeling a little unwell, but he's looking for his mom on here, he tells me. He's also got a sister as well. He's talking about having a sister down here as well. So it's somebody that can take a lad in spirit that also have got a sister down here, that also his dad, he says, that's down here as well, is just feeling a little bit unwell. Is it you, Ian? Is it you that's feeling unwell then? Because he's telling me his mum's here as well. So I think he was expecting to talk to his mum, but we'll carry on a little bit, see if it is you. He wants me to give you Kensington. I don't know whether he means the palace or the area in London. Kensington. He's just said to me Kensington. So the connection to Kensington or London will make sense as well. He's bringing that. Yes, I have his sister there with him. No, I don't know. I think it might be Ian. I think it might be Ian, this one. But he's talking about the link to London, Ian. If you could take the London, it's for you. And he's also talking to me about trains. There's some connection with trains as well that the family have, he says. So I don't know whether it's, okay, I don't know whether it's because somebody worked on them or somebody's got this interest in trains. He's talking to me about trains. And this lad is talking to me about fast cars as well. Somebody likes fast cars. Ian, around you, that this lad's talking to me about as well. If he's for you, he's talking about fast cars as well. Now, Ian, he wants to put new glasses. I'll come to you then, Ian. He wants to put new glasses on you, as if you need. He's just said to me he needs help with his eyesight. He needs help with his eyesight. So perhaps he needs a new prescription. He's having a bit of a giggle. All right, but he's talking about that. He's just said to me, do you remember the gent that had quite bushy eyebrows? So he's acknowledging somebody that he knows that had quite bushy eyebrows. And it's like his eyebrows were going astray a little bit. All right, he's having a bit of a laugh about that as well. He says that somebody has been... what do you mean by that? He's just talking about photographs, Ian. And he said his photograph, and he described it as somebody's been playing with my photograph. So I don't know whether somebody's altered it or moved it. He's just saying that's exactly how he said it. Somebody's been playing with my photograph and I've been watching. Apparently the photograph has been moved as well. He tells me the photograph has been moved. And he's also telling me that somebody has got an angel, or at some stage put like a figure of an angel next to his photograph. He's putting an angel next to his photograph. He was aware of that as well. He says, I've met a lady in spirit called Dottie, who wants to say hello to you as well. All right, been moved. All right. So he's aware of that. He's watching, and he's just said to me, yeah, I've met a lady in spirit called Dottie. So you should know who that is. And also there's another lady he knows in spirit called Betsy as well. Betsy. Okay. He's talking to me about that as well. Now he's talking about, what he's talking about. He's totally changed the subject, Ian, because he's talking to me now about beds. And he's talking to me about covers on beds. The covers on the beds need to be changed. I think somebody's getting cold because he's moving the thin sheet, the thin covers off and replacing them with thicker covers. He's talking about that. And he's talking about two people in a bed. One of them gets too hot and one of them's too cold. So he's having a bit of a giggle at the tug of war between the blankets or something like that. He's bringing that to you as well, Ian. He's just watching, that's all. He says he's come because you've been speaking about him recently and he's heard you speaking about him. And he's saying that somebody has been talking, or his words are, somebody has been recalling the happy times. So there's been some giggles to do with him as well from down here that he's been listening to. People have been giggling about things that I got up to. He's just said to me, things that I got up to, people have been giggling about. He says it's nice because he's just said to me, my memory's being kept alive. So he must be spoken about quite a lot, and he's quite chuffed that people are still talking about him for some reason. He should know we will anyway, but he's quite chuffed about that. Okay. He says, somebody wants a dog. He says, somebody wants a dog. Somebody's after a dog. So he's been listening to that conversation as well. So somebody down here wants a dog, and your lad's been thinking about or been listening to it as well. He's also talking to me about a husky dog. So I don't know whether they actually want a husky dog, or he's got knowledge of somebody having a husky, or he likes them. But he's just mentioning a nice husky dog because he likes their eyes. You know, they're blue eyes. He's talking about a husky with blue eyes. With the husky now, he's taken me over to Iceland. So there's going to be a link to Iceland, or somebody that wants to go to Iceland. So watch about the link to Iceland as well that he's bringing. In fact, you know, the igloos, he's made one of them. He's making an igloo at the moment, as if somebody's, I don't know whether it's a memory, actually. Somebody built an igloo and he went into it. or somebody would like to go and sleep in an igloo. He's talking to me about an igloo. Hopefully you can make sense of it. He says there is a relationship around you that's having a few issues. All right. So watch for that. It's on a friend link. It'll be one of your friends or something that's having a few issues with their relationship. Apparently you're a good listener, he says, so they may well come and tell you about it. Okay. He just wants to say, right, okay, so he obviously knows your mum wants to go there. Oh, the Northern Lights as well, Ian, he says. Somebody wants to go to the Northern Lights as well, he says. Okay, anything else? Watch yourself coming down the stairs, Ian. All right, he doesn't want you to slip. All right, coming down, not a real bad fall, but you know when we just slip on our bum a little bit down the steps. He says, tell him to watch himself coming down the steps. Okay, keep talking to me, he says. So he's acknowledging you talking to him. I do hear you, he says. I do hear you. He'll make himself known, Ian. I don't know how he's going to do that, but he says he'll make himself known. All right, so watch for things being moved as well, because he's a bit of a joker. He'll move things. So watch for you putting things down and suddenly you turn around and they've moved. He'll do that as well. So watch for that. Happened years ago. Okay. Anything else? Just wants to send his love. He wants to give you a big hug. He says, can you tell him I'll give him a nice big hug? So he wants to give you a nice big hug. He's very proud of you, Ian. It's unusual, isn't it, from the kids to tell the dads or moms they're proud of them. But he wants to tell you that he's very proud of you. And it's the way that you've looked after people as well. He says that you put other people first. Okay, but he also says that you need to take care of yourself as well. All right, so he's wanting you to take care of yourself. Okay. He's having a bit of a joke. He just said to me, because you're getting on a bit, and that's his words, not me. It's not me being cheeky, but he's having a bit of a giggle. He says, I'm trying to lift his spirits a bit, he's saying. Okay, anything else? No, he says he's going now, but I'd watch for signs because he's quite strong, Ian. So I think you'll find in the house, you know, various things will move, but also lights will flash as well. He's just telling me about lights flashing. So watch for that as well. Okay. I'm leaving you now. So I'll leave that with you, Ian. I hope that was okay for you. All right, leaving with you. Let's see where I am now. Who have we got now? Okay. I've got to go. I've got a lovely lady here. She's trying to get in touch with somebody, but she's given me an unusual name. And I don't think it's for somebody on here, but somebody should be able to connect with the name Sinead. Sinead. She's trying to get me to the right person because she just said to me, if you shout out Sinead, the person I want will come forward, she's saying. So if anybody can take a Sinead, let me know. And I've got a lovely lady with me that wants to talk to you. So Sinead's quite an unusual name as well. This is a lovely caring lady that I've got with me as well. But we'll find out who she's with. So if anybody's got even just a friend down here, if you know somebody down here that you connect, or if you are Sinead, I haven't seen a Sinead on here, but if you connect with somebody called Sinead, let me know, because she's talking to me about being connected to somebody called Sinead. I don't know if Sinead is an Irish name as well, but she's bringing in an Irish connection, this lady. In fact, she's Irish because she's talking to me in an Irish accent. So if anybody could take an Irish mom or nan in spirit with a connection to the name Sinead, let me know. With the Irish connection, if that's you, Marie, let me know. But she's talking about a strong Irish connection in the family. She's saying a strong Irish connection in the family. All right. She's also talking about a dad up there as well. I don't know if she means her dad or your dad. She's just saying, I've got a dad up here. But this lady's a very caring lady and a very motherly lady. You know what I mean? She wants to hug you and very protective. So whoever she belongs to, she feels that you need a hug and a little bit of upliftment. So if this is for you, Marie, pop me up a message saying you know who this is and you've got the Irish links and you need a hug, like she's saying. Okay, Marie, come with you then. She's not telling me who she is, but obviously you know who she is, so I'll carry on with her for now. But she's talking about the need for a hug, the need for a hug. So you obviously need a hug, Marie. But she's also talking about upliftment. She's talking about feeling a little bit, she's describing it as down in the doldrums. She's talking about down in the doldrums. So not too bad, she's saying, but feeling a little bit down in the doldrums. So you need a bit of upliftment, she's saying. She's just said to me, she's saying, somebody's off to college. She says, somebody's off to college. So watch for some person that's around you that's going off to college. And somebody, I'm not saying they study English, but English will come into it, because she's talking about the English connection. So perhaps they're studying English, or they're very good at English. She wants to bring that in. She's just said to me there's a gentleman in spirit with her that used to collect stamps as well. Used to collect stamps, so you should know who that is just by the collection of the stamps. She's saying, Marie, that there is a new baby coming around you as well, so watch for the new baby. And also she's talking about the month of August means something to you as well, and also July means something to you, she's saying as well. So August and July will mean something to you as well. Okay, she's saying there's an anniversary of a passing nearby as well, so watch for that. There's an anniversary of a passing. Okay, as long as you know who it is, that's good. So there's anniversary of a passing coming up as well. She's talking about that. She's saying, I've got there's a few dogs in spirit for you, Marie, that she's bringing through. She's bringing through an Alsatian dog, and there's also a Labrador. There's a black Labrador in spirit that belonged to somebody that's with this lady as well, a black Labrador. Now she wants me to give you lavender, but the lavender is symbolic for getting you to sleep, she's just said. All right, getting you to sleep. You need to have a little bit more sleep, she's saying. Oh, she's telling me you need more sleep, Marie, because her words are you need more sleep because you need to focus. It will help you to focus on what you're doing, concentrate or something. So the lack of sleep is making an impact, okay, on that. All right, so she's talking about your lack of sleep, and you need more sleep to help you focus. That's what she's talking about. Okay, she's talking about somebody that's not very comfortable. Somebody's been banging their pillows in bed, Marie, to try and get themselves comfortable. There's a bit of pain in my neck. She's giving me pain in my neck as if somebody either needs a new pillow or they just can't get comfy. And that's what they've been doing, and she's been watching. So I hope you understand that as well. There's somebody, you know, when we get fed up with somebody talking and we do this kind of thing, la, 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 la. She's doing that as if there's somebody that's getting fed up of somebody natter, 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 and they're just ignoring them. They're putting their fingers in their ears symbolically and just ignoring them. She's aware of that as well. There's a little, I've got another dog as well. There's a little Scotty dog she wants to bring through as well from spirit. So there's another dog. This lady must like her dogs because she's bringing quite a few. She's also bringing, she's also talking about the name Polly. Polly will mean something to you as well. I was bringing through Polly. You've also got Betty in spirit as well, and also Tom in spirit will mean something to you as well. She's obviously been watching you with your pillows, hasn't she? She's talking about, I hope this is memory and it's not to come, but watch for if it does. She's talking about, you know, the escalators in shops, etc. There's something about somebody's worn a what are they called? She's describing it as a mac, you know, a coat, a thin coat, a rain mac. She's just described it as one of the long ones with the tie bouts. She's showing me one of those, and somehow it's got caught as they're going up the escalator. I don't know what's happened. It's like somebody's took their coat off and they're kind of dragging up behind them, and it's got caught in the steps on the escalator. She's aware of that. I'm hoping it's in the past for you, but if not, just watch for that. All right, she's talking about that. All the names then, they're just wanting to say hello as we're talking to this lady. So watch for the escalator. She's also talking to me about somebody that don't like enclosed spaces and also lifts. She's bringing that in as well. Okay. She says she's bringing your granddad in just to say hello to you. This is granddad on your dad's side that's coming in. She's bringing him in just to say hello to you, but also to let you know that he's looking after you and he's quite strong. He's giving you a lot of strength. You must need some strength at the moment because this granddad's coming in just to give you strength. He's just said, I'm your backup, he's saying. All right, he's lovely. So this lady just wanted to say hello. Just let you know that she's around. Obviously, you've been speaking about her and this is a reason for coming. The name Pamela should mean something to you, she says. Pamela. Oh, you don't like lifts, okay. Pamela wants to, she's just saying that name means something to you as well. Anything more? Oh, and the name Dora from Spirit as well. Just sending you love and letting you know that she's there looking after you, but there's other people around as well. All right, other spirit, just acknowledging that they're there. That's what she wants to do for you, just letting you know they're around. And sending the love, she's saying. So I hope that was okay for you. All right. Okay. I've just got I'm nattering to somebody else because I think I've moved now, Marie. So I've moved on to a gentleman who's the first thing he's saying to me is, I had a Triumph car. And I went, oh, did you? He says, I had a Triumph car, he says. I like my cars, he's saying. So I've got a lovely dad or granddad that liked his Triumph car. Now he's talking to me about a Triumph Dolomite as well, a Triumph Dolomite car. All right, so if only can take this lovely gent in spirit, but he's polishing this lovely Triumph car. All right, so I know he took care of it. He said he had it for years. All right, so hopefully he's waiting patiently, but he's busy polishing his car at the moment. Now he's also, I don't know whether he means him or no, he says that the person he wants to speak to down here, all right, Julie, hold on then, see if the person he wants to speak to down here lost a wheel trim, has got knowledge of somebody actually losing a wheel trim on a car. I don't think he means he did. I think he means somebody else. So we'll narrow it down between Julie. So if either one of you can take the memory this gent has got, or the knowledge he's got of somebody down here losing a wheel trim off a car, I can see it rolling down the road, having a bit of a giggle, let me know. He's talking to me about that. I think he's trying to narrow it down. Okay. He's talking about July means something, and he's also talking about a link to Scotland as well. There's a link to Bonnie, Scotland, is saying. There's a link to Bonnie, Scotland. So I don't know if it's holidays or family yet. He's just said to me, there's a link to Bonnie, Scotland. He's also talking to me. My dad had Dolomites. Okay, Jan. That's all right, Marie. If either Jan or Julie then, or Roz can take the rest of it, because he's obviously trying to narrow it down to whoever he wants to get. I'm not sure who I'm with yet, but he's talking about the link to Bonnie, Scotland, as I said, the loss of a wheel, thingy bob, whatever he said. It's not for you, Ross. Didn't think it was. I don't know whether it's Julie or the Jan Denham. Jan, can you take the loss of a wheel? What do you call it? I've lost it because they ain't telling me the words. You know, when I do this, my brain kind of gets removed and I kind of forget my words. But he's talking about the loss of this wheel to try and thingy bob. Wheel trim. That's it. Sorry. Do you know? I don't know what's going on. But he's lovely. He is his love of this Triumph Dolomite. Now, whoever he wants to talk to down here, he says the lady he wants to speak to needs some healing, but there's also something about weight, losing weight, or has lost a little bit of weight recently. Something to do with hips. He's talking about lost weight around her middle. He's talking about that. So if any of you have seemed to have lost weight around your middle, it's this gentleman that's for you. Talking about month of May and also August for you as well, as meaning something. I've got a feeling I'm with Jan. Jan, can you take the rest of this? I'm just being drawn to Jan. I think it might be for Jan. See what Jan pops up in a minute. But he's talking about somebody. Jan, my dad from Scotland, my mum's birthday. I lost a wheel trim while in Scotland years ago. My birthday, August. Ooh, okay. So he's definitely about the wheel trim. Is it you then, Sandra, that this... We'll have a little, let me give you a little bit more, Sandra. I'm umming and ahhing between you and somebody else at the moment, Julie. Sandra, come on, Dad. Yeah, he's talking about, can you take the healing, the need for healing then, Sandra? And also he's talking to me about somebody's got problems with their legs. Their legs are aching, he's saying. Now, this is a circulation thing as well. He's trying to get your legs moving because he's doing this with the ankles. He's talking to me about that as well. And he's talking to me about problems with the TV as well. There's problems with the TV. There's something to do with the sound on a TV. It's a bit crackly or something. Somebody's got this problem with sound or something on the TV. So I don't know whether this is for you yet or not. I don't know where I'm with at the moment. It's definitely about the wheel trim because he's talking about the wheel trim. So I may well be with you, Sandra. He's just said to me there are 2 babies in spirit as well. So he should be able to take the 2 babies. And there's also a twin link in your family as well going back, he says. So there's a twin link in family. My sound keeps going on my TV, just goes off. All right, Sandra, come to you then. Let's work with you for a second. But he's talking about this twin link in the family and also two babies in spirit as well. He wants me to give you a big bunch of roses. So I don't know whether this is because you like roses, but these roses are all different colours. It's not one specific colour. He's put loads of colours in the roses for you, but he wants to give you a big bunch of roses. He's also wanting to give you, Sandra, rainbows as well. It's all about colours with you that this gent is giving you, all about colours. And I'm saying to him, why do you want to give us so many colours? And he says, I'm trying to brighten her up a little bit. So he's trying to give you a little bit of upliftment, Sandra. Okay, if suffering with anxiety, that's probably why he's around you then, isn't he? He's trying to uplift you a little bit. All right, he's talking about giving you rainbows. I don't know if you like butterflies as well, but he wants me to give you butterflies as well. He's putting a lot of uplifting things coming your way from your dad, Sandra. Butterflies, rainbows, that type of thing. But with the rainbow, he's just said to me that somebody put a rainbow, you know, when we had the NHS and we all put rainbows in the window, he watched somebody actually doing that, putting a picture of a rainbow in the window. So he's got knowledge of somebody having done that as well. This is why he wants to come around you. He's talking also, Sandra, he says to me, you should understand somebody in spirit that went with bowel cancer. He also said stomach cancer, but then he changed it to bowel, but I think they had both, to be honest. Stomach and bowel cancer he's talking about. You should understand somebody in spirit that passed with that. Just want to say hello to you. But he's also talking about a lady in spirit that passed with breast cancer as well. She wants to come and say hello to you as well. And the name Gordon shouldn't... Oh, crikey, sorry. I've just realised your surname. Sorry. I didn't get it off the screen, Horace, so I was miles away. He just said to me, the name Gordon means something to you, he's saying. Oh, he's correcting me anyway, because he says to me, no, there's Gordon. There you go then. We'll talk to your mum in a minute. He's saying there is a Gordon as a first name that you should recognise as well, Sandra. He's talking about that, okay. So somebody in spirit that passed with the bowel cancer, okay. Let's see. He's trying to sing me a song. When I go quiet, it's because I'm trying to listen to a song. And he's singing that song, Monday. I think it said Monday, no good for me, or something like that. Or it's good for me. By the Mamas and Papas. Do you know that song, Sandra? He's singing that song to you. So it must mean something in some way, either the words or you like the song or he did or your mom did. He wants me to relay that song to you. And he's having a joke with me because he's saying, go on, sing it. And I'm saying, no, I'm not singing it. But Mamas and Papas, Monday, you know what that is. He's talking about that. Okay, Mom. Okay. Your mom, I know it's early for you, but your mom's just said to me, it's okay. I'm all right. I'm here, she's saying, okay? It's okay. I'm all right. I'm here. And oh, bless. She just said, it's nice here. So I don't know if you've been thinking about her or worrying about her or anything. She says, it's nice here. Okay. I want to meet oh, hang on a minute. She keeps changing her mind. So because she's not used to this yet, she's changing her mind. She's just said to me, I'm just getting used to it. I'm just finding my feet. That's exactly what she says. I'm just finding my feet. I'm just finding my feet, but I'm here and I'm okay. She wants to thank you for the flowers. So I don't know what she means, whether you bought them at the funeral, but she's just saying, I want to thank you for the flowers. She's making me do this, which is she wants to blow your kisses, Sandra. Okay, she's blowing your kisses while she's talking. She's just said to me, I've met up with a lady in spirit that you should remember that used to wear a lot of rouge on her face. You know, the blusher, they called it rouge in that in their day, didn't they? But she's met up with the lady that used to wear a lot of rouge. She's saying, you should remember her. She's on a friend link, I think. You should remember her. She's on our street, she's saying. She's on our street. Okay. All right, Sandra. She's talking about also the smell. She brings a nice smell around you. She actually likes her lilies. She's talking to me about lilies. So when she comes around you, she'll bring a smell. She's actually giving me some, do you remember the old lavender talc in the tins? The Yardley lavender talc. She's bringing that. So she may well come with a smell of lavender around you because she's bringing that. She's also, she's nattering away now. She's also bringing me a bottle of camp coffee. Do you remember the camp coffee, Sandra, as a memory? She's there you are. She's bringing camp coffee, all right, as a memory. She's talking to me about that. And it's funny because I don't know if she means she didn't like it, because as she's pouring it, she's going, ugh, like this. So I think somebody didn't like it, whether it's her or you or someone. She's going, oh, it looks horrible. But there's this memory of camp coffee that she's got as well. Okay. She's also given me a box of sweets, right? And they're those, you get these a lot at Christmas. They're like orange and lemon jellies, shaped in like half moon shapes. She's given me a box of them. So I think she must have liked orange and lemon jellies or something, or she's got the memory of those. Okay. The name Dora. Okay. The name Dora means something to you as well. But your mum's saying, don't worry about me. I'm okay. She's saying, make sure, oh, there you go, jelly sweets. Make sure, she says, that you look after yourself. Make sure that you eat properly, she's saying. Eat properly. Have a banana, she's saying. Have a banana. So she's just trying to make sure you eat properly. There's something about coffee for you, but it's not camp coffee. I don't know if you just drink ordinary coffee, but she wants to give you coffee to drink. But she's talking about make sure you eat properly. Oh, there's some joke about porridge, Sandra, because I'll tell you her words, what she's said exactly. Tell her she must eat properly, otherwise I will bring the lady down from spirit who made that nice porridge. And she means horrible porridge, thick porridge. So somebody in spirit made horrible porridge, big thick stuff, and she's threatening you. If you don't eat properly, she'll bring the lady down to make you some of this porridge. So she's trying to uplift you. She's lovely, she is. Oh, there you go. That's why she's telling you to eat. Don't want to go. She's quite happily now. She's quite chatting to me now. She's funny, she is. She's just, I think, because sometimes when they come through mediums, if they're not sure of you, they'll hesitate a little bit. And she was a bit unsure of me at first, and now she's just saying to me, oh, you're all right, aren't you? She's just said to me, oh, you're all right, aren't you? So she's quite happy to chat away. Okay. She's just said to me, somebody's took their wedding ring off, Sandra. So I don't know what she means by that. Somebody's took their wedding ring off. Don't know why. She's not telling me why, but she's aware of that as well. Oh, put the cover over the chair in case you spill something on it. So it looks like you're liable to spill something on the chair. Sandra, watch for that. She just said, put the cover over the chair. She's waving a finger at you. She's concerned because she wants to, okay. She just wants to make sure that you're eating. She's concerned about your lack of nourishment. She's just saying to me, lack of nourishment. Banana cake. She's just said to me, banana cake is the answer, she's saying. So I don't know. Was she never sure about what we're doing? Oh, she's all right now though, Sandra. So I think when she finds her feet a little bit, she'll oh, she's quite funny as well, because she's just said, I've tripped over that dog. I've tripped over the dog. And it's a little like what is it? Yorkshire Terrier type dog. And she's having a giggle because she's annoyed really. She's tripped over a dog while she's been up there, Sandra. A Yorkshire Terrier that's skipping in and out of her legs. Okay. All right. She's going to go now, I think. She's a funny thing to say. She just said to me, I've got to go now. I've got to sort myself out. I don't know what she means by that. I've just got to sort myself out, she's saying. I've got to go now. I've met up with Sheila in spirit. I've met up with Sheila. Okay, but I've got to go now, she's saying. But when I learn how, I will make sure you know I'm around, she's saying. So she'll learn how to do it, move stuff or smells or whatever. And then she'll make sure you know that she's around. She's going to go. She could quite happily chat, but she's going to go. All right. Bye-bye. I'm sending you butterflies, she says. So I don't know if you like your butterflies, but she's sending you butterflies anyway, Sandra. So I know that she's all right and she's with your dad as well. Sailing off into the sunset, she's just said to me. I don't know what she means by that. Sailing off into the sunset. Okay. Sheila is a sister. Okay. She's got a Sheila up there as well, though, Sandra. Watch for Sheila then. If you think it's Sheila down here, Sheila needs some healing, but she says she's got another Sheila up there as well. But you'll find out who she is. Anything else? Okay. Lottery numbers. She's just gone like this as she's gone. Lottery numbers. I don't know what she means, but she's doing the lottery signs. So hopefully it bring a bit of luck for you. Okay. So I'll leave that with you, Sandra. Hope that was okay for you. I've got a gent in spirit that's called Wilf or Wilfred. Wilf or Wilfred. He said it's Wilfred, but a lot of people called him Wilf. Grandad, all right, he's telling me. Yeah, I hope you win it as well, Sandra. Okay, but she's just going like this. I hope you win it as well. If you do, you can send me some. Anyway, anybody can take Wilf in spirit, let me know. Wilf or Wilfred, he's a granddad. He's just told me actually that he's got your dad here. So if anybody could take him, you should have your dad in spirit. Okay, but it's Wilfred that's come forward first. All right, that wants to say hello. You may know him as an uncle because he keeps shouting at me, uncle. So Uncle Wilfred, with a dad in spirit as well. We'll get more about the dad. The dad's calling out John. So I don't know whether his name was John or somebody down here is connected to, but he's just shouted at me, John. All right. Now, he's also talking to me about London, but he's also pointing me up to Scotland as well. So there's that link as well. So if anybody's got a dad that's got links to Scotland and also London, and the name Wilf means something to you, let me know. He's also talking about somebody that's in the building trade as well. So there's a connection with the building trade around somebody. Actually, I don't know if they're doing building works because he's maybe going now into like a place like B&Q to get some building supplies. So there's that kind of thing. So I don't know if there's building, he means there's building work going on around you or somebody's connecting to the building trade. This dad is talking about, okay? He's also talking about strange things are happening in somebody's house. Okay, my dad was born in Scotland, lived in London. My brother is John in spirit. He's talking about, Fiona, if this is you, do you know the name Wilf as well? Although Wilf is probably bringing your dad through, but you'll find Wilf. He's also just said to me, all the strange, he wants me to say it's spooky, like on a Halloween thing. All the strange things going on in the house, he's saying. I think what he's doing is he's been around the house and somebody has noticed that there's something spooky going on. All right, somebody's noticed there's something spooky going on. All right, don't matter if you don't know your granddad, Fiona. Is your dad in spirit? because I'm talking to a dad in spirit here, but there's some connection with something spooky going on in the house, and somebody's actually said something about there's something weird in this house, there's something weird going on, but it's just spirit, you know what I mean, just trying to make their presence felt is this dad is talking about. We're trying to make our presence felt, he's saying. Okay, Fiona, stick with you for a second then, see if it's for you. But you should have noticed spook. He keeps dwelling on. Sorry, I'm repeating myself because they repeat themselves, so I have to repeat it. But he's dwelling on the fact that there's something going on. Oh, okay, bangs going on in the house. That's all right, Fiona. Okay, Fiona. Oh, okay. Your dad's making me do this with my glasses. You know, when somebody used to do a bit of this, he's aware of somebody that either does this or he does it himself. I'm shutting my eyes because it makes me go dizzy. Somebody used to play around with the glasses a lot. He's talking to me about that. He's also talking to, I just want to make sure I'm with you. He's talking about the surname Taylor will mean something as well. He's just bringing you the surname Taylor. And he's talking about, okay, Fiona, he's talking about there's a new baby coming around you, Fiona. He's putting it in your arms, but it's just for a cuddle. I've just seen an orb go in my house. That's why I went, woo, just floated by. But he's talking about a new baby coming around you, Fiona. Okay. He's also talking about your hands, Fiona. You've got healing hands. Did you know that? You've got some healing in your hands. It's like your healing is like calming, being able to calm people down. It's like you can put your hands on somebody and it's an instant calming of this person down. Okay, that he's bringing around you. All right, so he's aware of the healing in your hands as well. Now, I gave Iceland earlier on, but your dad is also linking me to Iceland with you as well. All right, so there's going to be that connection with somebody interested in going to Iceland. But now he's just gone straight over to Lapland as well. So somebody's going to be, he's just said to me, somebody around you is going to be talking about taking their children to Lapland. Okay, so watch for that coming up as well. He says the month of September means something to you as well. 2 dates in September, he says, and also February will mean something to you as well. He's also saying that there is a link in the military. There's a family link in the military. Okay, he's just bringing that in as well. But he's also saying there's somebody down here, and his words are, I'll just tell you what he's saying. There's somebody down here who may well think of going into the military. So somebody's got it in their head at the moment. All right, he's talking about that as well. Okay, now he wants me to give you a box of milk tray chocolates, but he's taken out the, you know, the orange one that's like a moon shaped. He's taken out the orange one. So I don't know whether it's because he liked it or somebody doesn't like it, but he's taking that one out. All right, for some reason. Oh, and also the one, the what's that called? The twirly one with the whole hazelnut in the middle. For some reason, he's taking that one out as well. He's pinching that one. Okay. All right. You love the orange ones. Okay. What else you want to give her? What are they called? Oh, he wants me to give you a pack of Love Heart sweets. And he's also doing the same with that, Fiona. He's taking out one of them and giving it, you know, the one that says I love you on it, is taking out the Love Heart sweet that says that on it, and he's giving it to you. Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? He's giving you that sweet, and now he's giving you his last Rolo as well. He's giving you the last Rolo as well. Ain't that sweet? He's lovely. Oh, he's saying, I'm giving her those because she needs some love at the moment. He feels that you need some love at the moment, and that's why he's doing all these nice things for you. You've got a nosy neighbour, Fee. Do you get called Fee or something? He's just gone to me. Tell Fee she's got a nosy neighbour. All right. So you've got a nosy neighbour. I can see her, the curtains twitching. Nothing harmful or anything like that. He's laughing about it. But keep your eye, because I think you're going to spot it. There's a nosy neighbour. There's somebody in your street, Fiona, that's got, you know, those doorbells with the cameras on them. I don't know what's going on, what your dad's trying to show me here. The doorbells with the cameras on them. He's saying I'll tell you what he's doing. It's as if somebody's watching it back and they've caught something interesting on it. It's funny. It's nothing serious. It's not criminal or anything like that. But somebody's watched the footage back, your dad said, and they've found something going on that's quite funny or quite like strange, but in a funny way. So if this hasn't already come up, watch for it, because he's making me laugh. So it must be quite funny. I don't know exactly what's. Oh, hang on a minute. I think somebody's having a bit of a laugh. It's like somebody's moving things like wheelie bins, swapping things around in the street or something. Somebody's having a bit of a laugh to wind somebody up. So watch for it, because if it probably, I've got a feeling this is to come, and your dad's giving you the, just telling you about it, waiting for it to happen. But it's really strange. I've never had that before. But he's laughing his head off. What's going on now? It's totally changed the subject now. I've had this before. When dogs are not very well, sometimes you can get like, if they're like wetting all over the place, you can get these dogs' nappies. And for some reason, he's talking about a dog that either needs them or is going to need them, or it's a memory. A dog that couldn't control itself. My dog is sitting there below at me, looking at me at the moment, but he's talking about a dog, all right, that might need these dog's nappies, bless. Got a collie dog up there with him. He says, there is a twin link in your family. He's just saying, oh, there's a twin link in the family. He says, I've just popped in because my name's been mentioned in conversation and you talk to him a lot. Okay, so you can take that. My dog's getting old as well, Fiona. That's what made me look at her. But he's talking about, thank you for sending your prayers up to me. Thank you for talking to me. He says, them are his words, by the way. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for sending your prayers up to me. Know that I'm still around and I'm very involved. I know exactly what's going on, he's saying. I know exactly what's going on. I also know when people are putting on you too much. So don't let people put on you too much, Fiona. I'm sure your dad will scare them away anyway, but watch for that. Just sending all me love, he says. And I know you've been talking to photographs as well, he says. All right, so I think he's going now. Are you going to go? August means something to you. He says, I'm going now. Okay, so obviously if you're a twin, he's probably mentioning that. So your brother will probably want to say hello. But he's making me blow your kisses, so I hope that was okay for you, Fiona. And I'll leave that with you. Okay? I don't know how I'm doing for time. I think I'm all right for time, but I'll leave that with you. Right, where are we going? Who are we going through now? I might. August is your twins passing. Okay, then. He's aware of that, isn't he? Do you know what? With that, he gave me 2 white roses, Fiona, before you go. Your dad's just come back with 2 lovely white roses, single ones, one for each of them. I don't know if that means something for you, but he's just done that. Just come back with the 2 white roses. What are we talking about now? Bringing in the 2 white roses. I don't know who I'm with. I'm waiting for because I can't see the names to pick them at the moment. I can only see a long list of Fiona's comments, but I'll wait for the list to go up a bit. But I've got a lovely gentleman with me who's talking about, he's linked nicely with the roses, because he's talking about, how do you say that? What is it? Like showing roses. You know, when somebody grows roses and then puts them into competitions. I've got a gentleman gardener, as he's just said to me, who's a very good gardener, who used to actually, for some reason, I don't know why I want to say breed roses. I don't think the gardeners say that. But anyway, he used to grow these lovely roses and put them into gardening shows. And he's talking to me about that. So if anybody can take a lovely gentleman in spirit that used to do that, let me know. He's given me the lovely scent of the roses as well. He likes the red ones. He's just given me a big bunch of red roses. All right. So he's talking to me about that as well. Now, he's telling me he goes back a little bit. So I think this is Grandad. This will be Grandad. He's going back a little bit. And he just tells me there's also, somebody has also got a photograph of him with like a cup, you know, oh, what they called? My brain, it just goes like a cup, you know, when they win something. Oh, one of them. But there's a photograph of him with that somewhere. All right, that somebody should be able to take. He's coming in. Trophy, that's a word, Michelle. Do you know what? Oh gosh, my brain. It's because I reckon spirit must come in, take your brain out so that they can get to it. And I'll just totally forget all my words. Unless they tell me what to say, I'll just totally forget my words. It's well weird. But anyway, a trophy, yeah. So at some point he won a trophy for his roses. He's talking to me about that. Okay. Now then we'll get to somebody, because I've got a feeling I'm going to have trouble with him finding who he belongs to, because I think he's bringing somebody in. He's talking about the name Jill will mean something. Jill, to who he wants to contact. Hang on a minute. Oh, now this lovely gent, which you will find, is bringing in a mom in for somebody. So a mom who's got a link to somebody called Jill. All right. So I think Jill is still down here. So if anybody knows a Jill down here that's got a mom in spirit, if you're not sure of the gent, you will find him, because he's the one that's bringing her through. But a lovely mom in spirit that says the month of September means something to you, to her. She's also telling me she only passed within the last year as well. So she's a recent... she just said to Mum, a recent transaction to spirit, she's saying, within the last 12 months, she's just said to me. So if anybody's got a mum that's passed within the last 12 months, let me know. She said it was cancer. She said she passed with cancer. And she's telling me it was a long drawn out thing. And she had loads of blood tests, etc. She put loads of needles in me as well. So I know she had loads of blood tests and stuff like that. She's bringing that in as well. She's got a name of she connects with Leamington or Lymington. I don't know which one it was. She's talking to me about as well. Oh, Cornwall she connects with as well. So, or you connect with Cornwall. She's talking about that. I don't know her name yet, Holly, but you should be able to take the rest of what she's saying. Come on then, Mom. She says that whoever she belongs to down here has been smelling nice things around them. So you should be getting nice scent. She's calling it scent. She comes with a lovely smell of scent. And she's also talking to me about scarves as well. You know, like the silk or satin scarves. Somebody that likes their scarves. In fact, she's tying one of them in like a big bow around her neck for some reason. So I don't know if she did that or you did that or somebody had the habit of that. But she's talking about a big bow being tied around a neck as well. Nobody can take her. I'll move on. She keeps saying to me Jillian. So that's a connection as well. But if I won't only give it a few seconds, because I know we're getting near the end. I don't want to dwell on her. If nobody can take her, she'll just park herself. But it's I know Tilly has just joined. If anybody can take Wilf as well, I still want Wilf with her, but she's talking about scarves. It'll be separate to you, Deb. I know you do, but this connects to this lovely lady that passed within the last 12 months. She's talking to me about scarves. She's also talking about a little angel. She keeps saying a little angel. It's like either an ornament or a little jewelry in the shape of an angel. Somebody's got an angel necklace or something like that. That's a silver one. She's bringing that in as well. So somebody's got this silver angel that she's seen as well. But it don't look as though anybody can take her. But anyway, people watch this on catch up, I think, hopefully. If people watch this on catch up, or if anybody thinks of it later, let me know or get in touch with me and we'll see if we can get a little bit more, because I'll move on, because I might have somebody else coming in. So I'll move on from her. Who am I with now then? Trophy. My mum passed away in February, Holly. But can you take the rest, Holly? You see, I don't know if I'm with you. Have you got a link to horse riding, Holly? Because she's given me the horses as in horse riding. Somebody likes their horse riding. In fact, she's talking to me about a child with horse riding. She's talking to me about that. Do you have a silver angel as well, Deborah? You see, they don't usually come back twice. Once they're given the message, they won't usually come back at the same time. So it's be a bit unusual if you got that. No, she did. Can you take a silver angel, Holly? Because she's quite specific with this angel. I'll tell you what she's also given me as well. Take it, Deborah. But she's also giving me a charm bracelet. Somebody must have had a... Oh, hang on. Oh, somebody likes her jewellery, because she's talking to me about a charm bracelet. But now she's gone on to that, you know, Pandora. She's talking about the Pandora charms as well. She's bringing that in. So I don't know if Holly can take that. If you can't, let me know, Holly, and I'll move on. But she's talking about Pandora charms, charm bracelets, little angel bracelets. Somebody apparently has got her ring. She says as well, somebody's got her ring. So she's got knowledge of that. She's also talking to me. Oh, crikey, crosslink. Well, you take it as well, Deborah, but I'm not going to come back to you because I don't usually do it. One before she died, Holly. So I might be with you then after all. She's carrying on with the jewelry theme, because she's talking to me about a pearl necklace as well, Holly. So she's got memories of a pearl necklace as well. Now you, Holly, you should be smelling scent around you, perfume around you, because that's how she's coming. And she's like bringing the scarves back as well. So she's got knowledge of somebody that likes their scarves. But with the scarf, she's like smelling them. So I don't know if somebody had a little bit of perfume on a scarf and used to smell it like this. She's doing the smelling of the scarves as well, talking to me about that. That's a fun. I don't really understand that. You know, she's talking to me now. I can smell. Stick with Holly for a second. Sit with Holly Jane for a minute. Holly, I'll tell you what she's talking about. This might narrow it down. She's just said to me, ballerina feet. Ballerina feet. Okay. Ballerina feet, Holly. And I was questioning her about this, because I said, what do you mean by ballerina feet? She says, well, you know, ballerinas, they have problems with the feet. So she's obviously got knowledge of somebody that likes ballet or used to do ballet or something like, make me do this with my feet on my toes. You know what I mean? So she's got knowledge of somebody doing ballet or used to do ballet, something like that. Also, tap dancing as well, she's saying. Oh, right. Okay. Tap dancing, the knowledge of tap dancing. She's bringing that in as well. She's also talking, Holly, about Switzerland. A link to Switzerland and Austria. She's just said to me, and Austria, those type of places, she says, because of the mountains and because of these are all words, by the way, because of the mountains and the little quirky houses that are in the mountains as well. So there's going to be a link to there, like somebody's going as well. She's also talking about somebody down here wants to go on a cruise. She's bringing that around. She wants, okay then, that's probably where it is then, Holly. She also wants to put like a backpack on you, Holly, which is a symbolic for me, you know, packing your bags and going off traveling a little bit. She's just said to me to say to you, places to go and people to see. So I think you'll be doing a little bit of traveling, Holly. That's what she means, I think. But yeah, she's gone back to the cruise now, because she's bringing back the cruise. Okay. She's gone to your feet now, Holly, because she's talking about look after your feet, Holly, look after your feet. And I don't know if you paint your nails on your feet, because, you know, we put things between the feet, the toes, to separate them. She's watched somebody doing that, painting the toes, and they've put the separator in between their feet. She just said, look after your feet, look after your feet, she's saying. Okay. Don't be on them too long, she's saying. In other words, you know, have a rest, have a bit of a rest. She's actually talking to me about a recliner chair, and she's put you in a recliner chair so that you ease back and have a little bit of a rest, Holly. All right. Okay. She's also now wanting me to give you a big Christmas cake, but it's a homemade one. Somebody in spirit used to make good cakes, good fruit cakes, and she's just made one for you with just the icing on the top, not down the sides. and I can see a little Christmas tree. She's decorating it. She's just plonked on a Christmas tree. So she's got a memory of that. Somebody making her a cake, but she wants me to give it to you. Okay. You know, sometimes I don't quite understand. If I go quiet, it's because I'm having this conversation, trying to understand what they're trying to say to me. Because she just said to me, Salter. And I said, Salter? What do you mean, Salter? And she says, Salter scales. There's a make of scales, isn't there, called Salter? And she's bringing that to you. So I don't know exactly what she means, whether somebody's just bought some or somebody's weighing them south or something, and they've got a pair of Salter scales. She's just said to me they're a bit unreliable. I don't know whether they are or not, but whoever's got these Salter scales are a bit unreliable. And she's, you know, when somebody's on a diet and they go by the scales, it's like she's saying, don't go by the scales, go by your clothes. If your clothes are loose, she's making me play my clothes now. If your clothes are loose, she's saying, go by that. So obviously somebody's probably trying to lose weight, I would have thought. Come on then, Mum. She wants me to give you a cup of coffee, but it's a cappuccino for some reason. She wants me to give you a cappuccino cup of coffee, random, but she's talking about that. Oh, you've broke your scales, have you? She wants me to give you a cappuccino coffee as well, with the sprinkles on the top. I don't know what they put on the top, the sprinkles. Don't know what it is. For some reason, she's giving me that. She's talking about stamps. She's just said to me, get rid of your stamps, get rid of your stamps. But I know on the telly they're changing them, aren't they? So I don't know if you've got any old stamps, Holly, that you need to get rid of, and your mum's saying, get rid of your stamps, get rid of your stamps, for some unknown reason. She says, I am around. She wants to let you know I am around, she's saying. What is that? She's just said to me, Leggett. And then she's gone, Dr. Leggett. You know what she's talking about, don't you, Holly? Dr. Leggett. So I don't know what she means, but first of all, she said Leggett, and this is a name. And then she's put doctor in front of it. So hopefully you'll be able to find out, or you'll have knowledge as to what she means. But she's having a bit of a laugh. And she's just saying, she's just gone on. She's going to go in a minute because I've nearly finished. But she's just gone on to talk about a busker. You know, the buskers in town. There's something about a busker. That's what she called my brother, mate. Oh, right. Okay. There's something about a busker in town, Holly. She's not telling. She won't tell me why. But be aware. It's nice. Be aware. Nothing to be worried about. Be aware for some reason of a busker in town that's going to spark your interest. It's like, I don't know whether there's going to be a certain song or something like that, because I'm kind of trying to get out of her what she means, and she won't tell me. But you'll know what she means. Just be aware of a busker in town, and it's nice. Okay, Mum, I'm not going to ask anymore because she's saying to me, no, I'll not ask me anymore. So watch for that. She's sending all the love. Somebody obviously kisses her photograph and talks to a photograph as well, because she's doing that with a photograph. So somebody does that, and she's aware of that. And you'll feel her in your hair, because she plays with hair, Holly, as well. So you should feel her around. She says that you're well aware she's around anyway. So you're well aware of her being around. Okay, is that it? Blowing your kisses. She's going now. She says, I'm going to see Edith. So there's Edith up there. She says, I'm just going to see Edith now. I'm going to see Edith. We're going to have a cupcake. Oh, God. Before she goes, you know those cupcakes, they're toys. You turn them upside down and they're a doll. She's just shown me one of those. They smell nice. My daughter used to have them. They smell nice. A cupcake. She's just wanted me to give you one of those, a doll. So it must mean something to her. But she's going now. So I hope that was all... Okay, I hope that was okay for you, Holly. I'm glad we sorted it out in the end. Sorry, it was a bit mixed up, but I hope that was okay for you. So I'll leave you all with that. And I think I think 8 o'clock is about time, isn't it? So I hope you all enjoyed that. Is that right, Rob? Have I finished?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. We've got Frank's card, so if everyone would like to stay tuned for that, but we will come back to you for the closing prayer, if that's all right.
Okay.
Super. All right, friends. Well, a lovely evening with Deb. Always enjoy having Deb online with us. Okay, Frank from our church draws 3 cards each week for an uplifting message for your week ahead. Obviously, we can't get round to everyone in the evening, so let's see what Frank's got for us tonight.
The first crystal this evening is the rose quartz, and with that goes the Belgian hare. This card is about caring and nurturing other people and having the talent for balancing practicality with luxury. The appearance of the Belgian hare symbolises receiving excellent advice. Words of wisdom, both practical and creative, should be followed precisely now. Taking time to nurture and care for those you love is very important to you. Seek out the very best in every situation, every person or thing, and focus on that and ignore the rest. Don't hesitate to handle things yourself if you feel so inclined. You know best what to do anyway. The Belgian hare represents a truly exceptional person. You are thoughtful, caring and artistic, and have a great business strength. You are down to earth, but also have an eye for high style and luxury as well. You're always willing to help, and the hare maintains very good boundaries. She has the gift of being able to make everything more elegant. She is also an excellent carer for others. The hare is an ancient symbol of creativity and abundance. Belgian hares, a domestic breed, are known for having lots of offspring. They are so strong and resilient that, unlike their rabbit cousins, their offspring tend to fend for themselves shortly after birth. Wild hares are often chased by predators, and so symbolising survival through quick thinking and alertness. This fact also means that they're associated with humility, with a message to never underestimate those around you. Hares are a traditional sign of good luck, so this card, if you've chosen it, indicates wonderful opportunities are about to come your way. Our second crystal is the amethyst, and with that is the card for the cuckoo. This card is all about information or events that may be leading to important changes, and the need to embrace new opportunities, to release situations that no longer benefit you. It has long been held that the cuckoo bird heralds important changes coming into your life. Trusting God and the angels to guide you lovingly and peacefully through these changes, which are not to be feared, but to be embraced. You needn't wait any longer for a richer and more fulfilling life, this card says. If you pursue the path you know is meant for you, without hesitation, you will find success. But if you do hesitate, heaven will likely give you a nudge and tell you it's time to get moving again. The cuckoo is known for its unusual song, said to announce new direction in your life, so that you won't be caught unawares. And we're all aware that the cuckoo is said to herald the start of summer, of course. Cuckoos are relatively slow-moving and graceful birds. If you pay attention to their appearance in your life, especially in your card readings, you can also arrange for easy and smooth transitions yourself. Dismissing them might bring about more abrupt and unexpected changes, which you don't want. When a cuckoo bird flies across your path, be it physically or on cards, you can count on shifts that are sudden and expansive are coming your way. And our third crystal is the citrine. And with that, we have the card for the kangaroo. The kangaroo says it's time to move on and search for meaning in your life. Take the next big leap of faith and pursue your spiritual enlightenment. In saying it's time to move on, it is also saying no one is pushing you, but you know in your heart there has to be more to life than what you're living at this moment. So you're ready to go. You may be moving from a situation that has not been good for you. Or perhaps you're being drawn to something completely new that will make you very happy. The beautiful thing about this is that you are the one in control, and the choice of what happens is yours and nobody else's. There is something amazing awaiting for you now, so go ahead, take that leap of faith, grab your opportunity. Kangaroos are known for their ability to bound great distances. In a dangerous situation, they can spring away to safety without planning where they are heading. That can be you too. Sometimes you just know that it's time to go, even if you're not quite sure where you're going to. You just know you'll figure out when you're on your way or when you get there. Kangaroos are very courageous and always in motion, and you should be too. It's time for you to fearlessly move forward now in your life.
Lovely, thank you, Frank. Okay, let's go back to Deb to close tonight's service in prayer, and then we will play the closing Vesper out. Thank you, Deb.
Okay. Divine Spirit, now that our service is drawing to a close, we thank everybody here for coming and thank our friends in the spirit world for showing us again that life is eternal. We ask a blessing on each and every one of us here today and the families which they represent. May they go away safe in the knowledge that their loved ones are with them always. Amen.
Well, I'd like to say a big thank you to Deb Clarke for taking tonight's service and all those wonderful messages. Thank you, Deb. Thank you to Jenny Haywood in church tonight, standing in for us last minute. Thank you to Jenny. Thank you to Donna for chairing in church. Thank you to Peter for the Bible reading. And thank you to Frank for your cards at the end there, as always. Hope everyone has a lovely week ahead, and hope you can join us again online next Sunday at the same time. Good night.